I feel like you want my time and attention as though I am your girlfriend, but you're so afraid to take that risk and go all in because you don't want to end up hurt.
I have learned to reject people before they reject me. You said you'd never leave.
For years, Laura has been stuck in something that looks very much like a relationship with her best friend Michael. Like, they spend every day together doing everything a couple would do, except make it official. So Laura finally moved on and found someone else. But the problem? Well, now that Laura is leaving Michael to go and be with her boyfriend, Michael is starting to realise what he's about to lose. So let's rewind to the start and find out how they got here.
Are Turkish men well endowed? Have you ever heard?
My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Meet Laura, a 47-year-old elementary school teacher from Washington, who's clearly not afraid to ask intimate curiosities straight to her AI assistant. I'm not sure that this is what AI was invented for, but nonetheless, if there's one person in this world who knows Laura better than any AI assistant ever could, it's her BFF, Michael.
I first met Michael playing pickleball at a local park. We clicked instantly. The more Michael and I started hanging out, we just realized we had a ton in common.
Now, Laura and Michael's friendship has extended beyond the pickleball court. They do absolutely everything together. I'm not kidding. They hike, bike, kayak, line dance, cook together, and spend literally every day in each other's company. The chemistry between them is painfully obvious for all to see. Even their friends assume that they're a couple. But they're not, and that is about to become a very big problem.
I met a guy online a couple months ago.
Wait, you're dating someone?
I am dating someone. It's not Michael.
Oh.
You harlot!
Laura drops that bombshell as casually as if she just described what she had for dinner. She'll be flying off to Turkey in a week to meet her new man. Now, her friends are shocked at this, and while Michael plays it cool, it's hard not to wonder what's going through his head. The woman he spends every single day with is flying halfway across the world for another guy. So who exactly is this mystery man that's got Laura so captivated?
Birkan has this amazing bad boy aesthetic. He's tall, he's got dark hair, he's got a smoking hot tattoo.
Tall, dark, handsome with a smoking hot tattoo. Not cliched in the slightest, hey? What is it with Turkish men and neck tattoos? Sapa eat your heart out. Now, clearly it works for some girls, Shekinah and Laura included. Because from everything that Laura tells us, Birkan, sorry, I need to get this pronunciation right. Birkan.
My actual boyfriend's name is Birkan.
Yeah, Birkan, with his neck tattoo, could have been made in a science lab especially for Laura. She loves the aesthetic. He's tall, tattooed, confident, and probably the coolest guy in any room. But there is one little tiny detail about Birkan that has people raising their eyebrows.
It's a little crazy, I know.
Why is it a little crazy?
Because he's super young.
How old is he?
He's 26.
Oh, what?
That's a 21-year age gap, nearly as old as Birkan is. She's 47, he's 26. Now, I'll say it again, even though Michael is playing it very cool, you have to wonder what's going through his mind. This younger guy from the other side of the world is offering Laura something that she's been waiting for. Commitment, a real relationship, a future. And Michael is starting to panic.
I am definitely worried that Birkan will get in the way of our relationship. In a way, he already has. If he was to actually come here, that would completely dissolve what we have.
Michael is finally admitting what's been painfully obvious to everyone else for quite some time. He's terrified of losing Laura. But here's where the tragedy kicks in. You see, he's had years to make his move, years to tell Laura how he feels, years to be the man that she needed. All of this time dancing, hiking and pickleballing together should have given him ample opportunity to reveal his true feelings. But he didn't, and now, much to his horror, someone else is stepping up, and Michael has realised he may have blown his chance. So what's the solution here? What's Michael's next move?
So, speaking of Turkey, you haven't really said anything about my coming. How are you feeling?
I am a little on the fence, but maybe we can just play it by ear.
Okay, so Michael is hoping that he and Laura might be able to recreate the whole Via and Sunny storyline, but thankfully Laura realises that bringing her emotionally complicated best friend to meet her new boyfriend might not be the smartest play. Now, one of the main factors that appears to be influencing her decision is the fact that Birkan has made his feelings about Michael crystal clear.
Birkan does not like the fact that I have a male friend that I spend this much time with.
Look, we can all see it, Birkan isn't wrong to be suspicious. In fact, when Laura asked him why he has a problem with Michael, Birkan's answer was simple. Men know men, he said to her. And while Laura sees that as controlling, she also appreciates that her friendship with Michael isn't normal. She knows that something has to give. She can't spend every day with Michael while at the same time trying to build something with Birkan. So that reality leaves Laura facing a tough decision. Is she willing to sacrifice her friendship with Michael for the sake of her toy boy boyfriend she's never actually met before?
How much is he gonna want you to pull away?
I told you that this has an expiration date. When either one of us met someone, everything would change.
In no uncertain terms, Laura is making it absolutely clear that the dynamic in their friendship is going to drastically change. Like, they can't keep doing this. They can't keep pretending and acting like they're in a relationship when they're not. It's about time she finds someone that can give her the relationship she craves. Which is sad, really, because Laura admits that there was a time where she wanted, more than anything, a relationship with Michael.
During my friendship with Michael, I definitely developed feelings for him. Ultimately, I just decided to take the hit and move on and keep Michael as a best friend.
So Laura developed feelings for Michael, waited for him to reciprocate, but he never did. And in fact, he actually used to say things like, quote, "I need to find a partner." Like, that sent the message to Laura loud and clear. He never really considered her as a partner. So Laura did the only thing she could. She compartmentalized their friendship and she moved on. She protected herself. But the problem now is that Michael, while he still refuses to actually say the words, is clearly from his actions beginning to make it very clear that he does have feelings for Laura.
His interactions with me have definitely gotten a little more touchy-feely. He started holding my hand. He took me on what I can only describe as a date.
Classic pattern, Michael, well done. Like, the guy had all the time in the world when Laura was actually available and waiting, but he did nothing. Instead, he waited. It's only now that she's actually found someone who wants her that he started holding her hand or taking her on dates. It's the age-old, you don't know what you've got until you've lost it adage, isn't it? Now that he's facing the very real possibility of loss, only now has he kicked his ass into gear and started to take action. But it's too late. Laura isn't buying it anymore. So she finally confronts him.
I feel like you want my time and attention as though I am your girlfriend, but you're so afraid to take that risk and go all in because you don't want to end up hurt.
Laura finally addresses the elephant in the room and confronts Michael about the situation that's been hanging over them for years. What is this relationship, she asks? Are we romantic partners or are we just buddies? Now, the fact that she's asking this question whilst in a relationship and preparing to go and meet Birkan does kind of give the impression that she's opening the door here for Michael. But of course, that requires Michael to actually admit to his feelings for her. So does he? Well, no, he doesn't. In fact, he spins it back round on Laura. What is it that you want? He asks her.
I want a man who wants to be a man. I want a man who wants to make me a priority, who wants to take care of me, protect me, that I can rely on, that I can depend on. That's what I want.
Yeah, this is probably something that Michael needed to hear a long, long time ago. Laura doesn't want to be in this state of limbo. She can't continue living her life in some kind of undefined middle ground. I want a relationship with someone who wants me, someone who's all in, someone who's not afraid to claim me, she says. And while Birkan offers her exactly that, Michael, unfortunately, is still too scared to take the risk. So why? Why can't he just admit that he likes her? We can all see it.
Growing up with a birth defect has been hard. I have learned to reject people before they reject me.
This is clearly very emotional and heartbreaking to watch, but Michael finally reveals to Laura the reason, the fear that's been controlling him his whole life. Due to his birth defect, he's spent his entire life protecting himself from rejection. He's kept everyone at arm's length. He didn't want to let them in for fear that they'd hurt him. But, sadly, he's now learned too late that that fear of getting hurt, ironically, guarantees that he will be hurt.
I really was trying to give him a chance to say how he really truly felt, but I don't think Michael will ever admit how he really feels. Part of me worries that I could be choosing the wrong guy.
Yeah, for as emotional as he was and for as close as he came to actually admitting how he feels, ultimately, he didn't. He's still clearly afraid of rejection. Laura opened the door for him, but he refused to walk in. Now, that, in its own right, raises questions about how real her relationship with Birkan is. She's still inviting or encouraging Michael to profess his love for her. So where does she go now? It seems like she's almost faced with an impossible choice. Does she stay with the man who seems to be too scared to love her? Or does she roll the dice and take the chance on a younger, tall, dark, handsome guy with a neck tattoo, who frankly seems like he might be too good to be true? Yeah, over to you, Laura. Stick or twist?